Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, okay, all right, fine. Welcome everybody to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. We are here tonight to make drinks. I mean, honestly, what else do we do? We make drinks. We make drinks and we know some things. Thank you to everybody that showed up last night to book club. I was terrified to do book club. I was very scared of doing book club. I didn't know what was going to come up. I didn't know what was going to happen. And it turns out I really liked book club. I know that it was kind of just me philosophizing for a while. I didn't put on any silly voices. I didn't really act out any of the characters. I didn't know what a book club actually was, turns out, but it was a ton of fun. So we will be coming up. We will be doing book clubs. Even if nobody shows up, it just gives me a chance to sit and chat. But those of you that did show up, I really appreciate it. Those of you that even tried to read the book, thank you. So that's that. Okay, tonight we're making a cocktail called the Kapu Kai. The Kapu Kai. Now you are... I think you're going to recognize this as something else. I think pretty quickly you are going to say, I don't think that's a Kapu Kai. That's something else. Can't put my finger on it exactly, but it's something else. But the specific rum that we are supposed to be using with it should make it into a Kapu Kai. I'm going to give you another version of a cocktail using a different version of rum, and thus we will be... We'll get into it. I don't want to spoil anything for you. If you guys haven't read this book, I don't think that I should tell you exactly what it is. I haven't given you any time to read. So if you guys are over watching on Instagram, I know there's not a lot of you, but there's some of you. I get people telling me that they always watch my show on Instagram. They always like, I tuned in for like 3 seconds. Great, love what you're doing. Those 3 seconds, some of the best 3 seconds of my day. If you're over on Instagram and you want to say something, but are afraid that I won't see it, don't be afraid. I will see it. Also over on Facebook, if you guys are watching on Facebook, you guys can comment. If you're on Kick or Twitch, we are watching. But the main party is over on YouTube. That's where everybody's hanging out. So if you don't want to hang out with the rest of the group, you don't have to. Let me say hello to the people. Most of you are from YouTube. I think all of you right now. Bootopia wondering, is there a show tonight? Shoot, I got to check. I forget if there's going to be a show tonight. I think there will be a show tonight. We're going to figure out, we'll do a little post-mortem on this, see exactly what this was. Happy Tiki Tuesday to you as well, Tiki Tom. Tiki Tom taking some time with himself to, or maybe not with himself, maybe he's got a whole party over there, sipping a 10-year, 11-month-old Elijah Craig. Very specific Elijah Craig. Very, very specific. They don't want to just do an 11-year Elijah Craig. If I'd known work was going to be this hard in retirement, I might have just kept working. Well, that is a distinct bummer to learn. I will never retire. I don't think that I've picked a career that will let me retire. I will be. And I'm promising you guys this right now. I will be very old, and I will be behind this bar. That is my retirement plan. I think my retirement plan is to get swept up in a flood. So let's go flood. Here's our good friend Moose. Good to see you, Moose. Bonbon here. Bonbon did something somewhat surprising last night. Bonbon is allowed behind the bar. I put that tier on my Patreon thinking nobody's going to join that. I now have 2 people, or 2 groups that are allowed behind the bar. So I got to figure out something. I don't remember exactly what allowed behind the bar is because I think I just made it up on the spot. But Bonbon, be prepared for a care package. It's coming. So I don't know what it's going to be. Keith and Avery, get ready for a care package. It's coming. I don't know what it's going to be. Don't get your hopes up. I don't know what it is, but thank you guys so much. Here is Amy Beer. Hello to Amy Beer. Amy Beer is here. We're going to see Amy Beer coming up at the Arizona Tiki Oasis coming up in April. I have to submit my drinks this week, and I am in a little bit of a fight with. I'll tell you guys about that later. Not with anybody at Tiki Oasis. I'm in a little bit of a scuffle with a gin company right now. Any good? Is there any good Tiki Tom? Did we get it? Did Tiki Tom? Did you tell us? I'm sure he did. I'm sure it's delicious. Lots of snow talk. It was frigid here today. Couldn't even imagine it getting any colder. I think it was down in the mid 70s, and I had to wear 2 jackets and a scarf. I kept 2 jackets in my car. They live there anyway. Bon, he's really enjoying it, but it is a little bit better. It is a little more bitter. Not better, bitter. Here's Kyle Tender with a request for a Tiki thing. I probably should have gotten this all prepared beforehand, but I didn't. We know me. No way this is going to work, right? No. Well, Kyle, thanks for pointing out that my thing doesn't work. I appreciate it. You're always helping me out. There we go. Amy Beer loves the bourbon, the rye. Love that. Here is Cocktail Lulu. Happy Tiki Tuesday to you as well. Roger G was here last night. Roger G read the book. Roger G had a couple. Roger G and Bon certainly last night had some interesting insights into the book. That was a lot of fun hearing, because otherwise I was just reading it by myself. Kind of cool to have you guys in there. Yeah, the book club. Thank you. Love the book club. It might not be for everybody. Certainly the book wasn't for everybody. We got a scathing review from Michael Husband. Not really scathing. He just wasn't for him. He gave it a 3. Let's see. Polly Bellamaro is here. Party's over here on YouTube. Cheers. Here is Susan Lang. She is over on Facebook. So we do have, Facebook is working, and she is over here on Instagram. She's watching it from everywhere. I don't know how she's doing it. I have a weird feeling that my mom has bought a new captain's chair. She just has screens in front of her, and she's typing like this as she watches old Dr. Cush's Exotic Trees. It's not that. Listen, thank you. I love you. Thank you. Here is our good friend UF Mark. He is, of course, a resident Gator. Did I forget anybody in there? Did I say hi to Shawnee Panabaker? If I didn't, I'll say it again. Hello, Shawnee Panabaker. Hello. How did he say it? Oh, good evening. DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Kentucky Derby, but also winner of, I think, the coldest place that I've ever heard of, 1 degree. Can't get any colder than that. Otherwise, they would not have stopped at 1. So that's fun to learn. DC Debbie Clark is in the coldest place that is possible. That's how I understand temperature. The Kapu Kai. Anybody ever heard of the Kapu Kai? I certainly hadn't. I read about it, and then I learned after I had decided to do this drink that there is an entire documentary on a place called the Kapu Kai. The Kapu Kai was in a place that is awesome sounding. Rancho Cucamonga. You ever heard of Rancho Cucamonga? Kind of a cool place here in LA. Not in LA, in Southern California. Rancho Cucamonga, down south from here, I think. I'm going to need, if Jen's around, she's going to need to jump in, because I don't know anywhere. I don't know where any place is. Jen knows where any place is. But when the Kapu Kai was built, it was in the middle of Rancho Cucamonga, which was not a place. It was basically a tiny little town. I think they were trying to get away with a joke. Someone's like, we should call it, what do you want to call it? You want to call it a poo-poo pee-pee? You want to call it Titicaca? Titicaca's taken. It's a lake in Mexico. I don't know. What do you want to call it? Cucamonga? Cucamonga. That's hilarious. Well, we'll call it, you know what? Rancho Cucamonga. So that's how Cucamonga got named. That's just history. They built this huge shrine to Polynesian dancing, to music, to tropical drinks, and get this, bowling. Big old bowling alley. Man! I said, I read this, I was like, oh, I can't wait to get there. If it's just in Rancho Cucamonga, which I'm learning right now is near Riverside, Bon Bon doesn't even live in California. She knows exactly where it is. No idea. Kyle says, Jen says it's west of LA, so certainly not south like I thought. It's Riverside adjacent. My friend is a medieval literature professor in Rancho Cucamonga. The University of Rancho Cucamonga. Didn't even know that was a place. Anyway, I decided, boy, I cannot wait to get to this place. It was swept away by a flood in 1969. So, just missed. I'm unable to go there. Apparently, at this point, there was the largest moving mass of water to ever grace the shores of Cucamonga, which is west of LA. Is that right? Just 1 second. West of LA. Just right there, west of LA? Isn't the ocean west of LA? I don't think this is right. It's west of LA? Santa Monica's west of LA. Do you mean east of LA? I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Anyway, this whole place was just sort of gone away. All the bowling balls, all the bowling pins, all the hula girls just wiped off the road. East of LA, we might be thinking. Because yes. She is shouting east. Yes, yeah. Okay, I was going to say, because I know everything west of LA. We have a whole term in Los Angeles when we say that you are AWOL. I had a friend, my very good friend Dee. She's been on the show once as herself, and then she recommended a friend to be on the show. We called it AWOL, always west of Lincoln. Because I know that some people are old, they only live in Santa Monica. And I happen to know, because I worked in Santa Monica for a little bit at a little tiki bar. It's sort of a tiki bar in a place called Bar Copa. And I know what's west of LA. Bill. That's right, Bill. Bill was her friend's name. Anyway, it's east of LA. So anyway, this east of LA town got swept away. I hope this is what the documentary is about the Kapu Kai. A group of 4 modern-day Tiki Indiana Joneses, years after this thing was gone. I guess it stood for a while. They threw on their packs. They protected their heart. And they walked in 1994 to the old building that was the Kapu Kai. Hanging out. Let's see what's in here. One of those guys, of course, was Jeffrey the Beach Bum Berry. That guy's in the middle of everything. You can't keep that guy down. And I guess they found menus. They sort of went in there looking for anything that was salvageable. And that's what it is. So after that, Jeffrey the Beach Bum Berry is like, hey, they're just going to shut this place down. They're just going to like tear it down, build up, I'm sure, a parking lot. That's the old cliche. And he said, you know what? I'm going to try to immortalize it. I'm going to make a drink. I'm going to call it the Kapu Kai. And he did. I can't lie. I love Jeffrey the Beach Bum Berry. This is a daiquiri. There is no way that you're going to explain to me that this isn't just a daiquiri. I don't care. I don't. Hard to tell me this isn't a daiquiri. Let's make it, shall we? We're going to take some lime juice. How much lime juice? Oh, you guessed it. You've made a daiquiri before, right? 3/4 of an ounce of some lime juice. What else should we put in here, you ask? What goes in the Kapu Kai? It sounds so majestic. It sounds out of this world. What? Please, sir, tell me what's in the Kapu Kai. Sugar. Simple syrup. There it is, in the Red Hot bottle. How much? You guessed it, 3/4 of an ounce. Yep, Bon Bon, it sounds like a daiquiri. I think it quacks like a daiquiri. I really think that it is a daiquiri. Now, on the picture for this show, I did put up Bonbon's bottle of Smith & Cross. This, of course, would be a great time to use Bonbon's bottle of Smith & Cross. However, the actual rum that goes in here is going to be our 151 Demerara. How much? 1.5 ounces. Bootopia is noticing that Dr. Cush does have a little bit more energy than he did last night's versus the contrast from quite a contrast from last night. I feel like book club has to be different. I feel like there's got to be some difference. There's got to be like a calm, professorial. I wore a beanie. I wore my very, very formal beanie to it. Yeah, I think book club is more. This is 30 minutes. It's a show. So, I don't drink coffee, but if I did, a great time to do it would be right before the show. Yeah, on purpose. Bootopia, thank you. I've succeeded. One slight difference to this cocktail, other than the fact that instead of a white Cuban rum, you are putting in a Demerara 151 rum. We're going to go ahead and put in 2 dashes of some Angostura bitters. So I guess technically that's different. If you are waiting for what goes in next, keep on waiting, there's nothing on in here. Put your ice in. And we're going to give it a shake. Is book club like Fight Club? Yes. Yes. In that I am clearly, even though it seems like I'm talking to people, clearly talking to myself. Even though I've convinced myself that this is all real, it's just me. Ugh. Go ahead and give this a shake. Sometimes it's just got to kill time, I gotta try to do a whole half an hour, but it becomes a whole issue. All right, we did get a tiki glass. I figured, I don't know, we can argue about this later. We'll argue about it on someday. Is the daiquiri really... the sound changes when the camera changes. Sounds change when the camera changes. Uh-oh. Like that. We're going to go ahead and pour... Oh, let's get a nice angle. There we go. Pour this right into here. It doesn't look like a normal daiquiri, certainly. It's got a little bit of orangeness to it. I thought KT was Tyler Durden all along. Yes, he's Tyler Kyle. A yummy Kush, that looks delicious. Yeah, I mean, Espen, I will be very honest with you. We've made this drink before. There is no doubt about it. We've made this drink before. I really have to do a little research. I feel like maybe all of our like rum tasting series when we were doing Rum Monday, I might have been screwing this up. If truly the only difference between a daiquiri and a Kapu Kai and a Jamaican rum sour, which is this exact drink, exactly the way you do it, but instead you make it with Smith & Cross. A Jamaican rum sour is what they call it. If that's the only difference, then I have been misnaming people. I have been, what do you call it? The dead naming. I've been dead naming an awful lot of drinks. They're saying, listen, I do not identify as a daiquiri. I don't think you understand. I identify as a Kapu Kai. And honestly, I am whatever. You tell me what you want me to call you. I'm going to call you. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. You want to be a Kapu Kai? Listen, everybody meet Kapu Kai. There it is. Oh. Let's see how it tastes, though. It didn't call for any kind of, what do you call it? Garnish. What's this? Eating nuts. Cheers. With the 151, is a daiquiri that will kick your ass. I mean, honestly, it will kick your ass. I am a little embarrassed. There's a great episode on a show that I really liked called Modern Family. Anybody watch Modern Family? My favorite character, of course, is Haley. I'm a pop girly. I love the struggles, the trials and tribulations of, 18 to 25-year-old women. Not I identify with them anyway. There's a point where she turns 21 and she takes a big sip with her parents. Takes a shot and she takes it and she just goes straight down. Clearly, she's been drinking way before she's 21. But then she turns to everyone and goes, "Ooh, it burns. That's yucky. I don't like it." I feel like that's me taking this drink. I should be more affected by the 151, and maybe it's time for a bit of a tolerance break. But the 151 is delicious in here. This does not, by any stretch of the imagination, is this, in my opinion, different than a daiquiri. It's a 151 daiquiri with a little bit of Angostura bitters, but again, I like it. It's really, I mean, if I felt like I could function as a normal human in life, I picked that up from my wife. My wife will always refer to herself as a human. And now I've started to do it. It's a weird thing to have somebody continuously try to convince you of. As a human, if I could act normally and only order 151 daiquiris, I think that I would do that. Anyway, thinking of how many drinks you make. Here's Cush. Oh, it's amazing to keep track and not make a cocktail twice. Yeah, honestly, we've done a couple cocktails twice for sure, but not many. We've been on for 5 years. Coming up in March, we'll be going at this for 5 years. This will be the 5th year of the show. I was just shooting one of my day jobs. I'll keep giving you guys day jobs. I produce internet content. I produce like podcasts and fun internet videos for other people. I don't just do it for myself. I do it for other people. Apparently, I'm good with other people. This one, nobody wants to touch this one. I was at an apartment today for somebody who just hit his 100,000th subscriber and had just won the best new podcast at the AVN Awards, which if you don't know what that is, don't look it up. And I go, "Gosh, man, how long have you been doing this?" He goes, "Oh, it's been a slog, man. I've been doing this for 4 years, dude. Like it took the first 2 years to like even make it make sense. And then like 4 years to get here." And I was like, yeah, that must be really hard. I don't know. I don't do anything for 4 years. So that was, stick in the gut. He does interview porn stars on his show, and I don't think that that's for me. That's what I got. Okay. Listen, a very delicious drink. Does it make me think of bowling and hula girls? Absolutely. 100%. Totally. It's great. It's perfect. I want to go bowling. Yeah, hell of a ride. It has been a hell of a ride. Speaking of 5 years, though, This Thursday, since I'm not positive I'll be able to do it Saturday, we have to sneak it in. One of Dr. Cush's longest standing traditions. This Thursday is the Christina Ricci show. So if you if you are a fan of somebody taking a joke way too far, definitely thinking that it is funny, but definitely afraid that she is getting a restraining order on me, we are doing the Christina Ricci show again. We're gonna do it until she tells me to stop. So we will be doing a cocktail. We're not going to be doing 3 cocktails. We're going to be doing 1 cocktail dedicated to my childhood crush and a person that I have a lot of respect for with her work with Rain. Her acting chops are there. She played, and we talked about this anyway. We talked about Zelda. She played Zelda Fitzgerald on a show Zelda, which I have not seen. I should see that. So we'll probably be making a Zelda drink on Thursday. But that is the Christina Ricci show coming her. Oh, loved her on Chuck. What is a show I've never seen for 500? I have never seen Chuck. What a name. Cush said he might take another break. The 151 was too much for him. I think maybe not. Yeah. Anyway, so we're doing the Christina Ricci show on Thursday. Yeah, there we go, DCW Clark. First loves are hard to forget. First loves are hard to forget. Certainly Christina Ricci was my first love. I met her once, and she commented on a video of mine once, and it still makes my heart aflutter. Oh, I love my wife. I love my wife. Did I? Oh, did I forget to say? I love my wife. Oh, she's the greatest. Love her. We're doing the Christina Ricci show on Thursday. How freaking awesome would it be to have her as a special guest? Please, can I just... It happened one year. I'm not going to say who. Do not reach out to Christina Ricci. Please. 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 Don't reach out to Christina Ricci. Somebody did one time. I think they annoyed her. And so we're just going to do this by ourselves. Just a little show dedicated to Christina Ricci. Uh-oh, Doghouse. No. It's a fun joke. We love Jen too. Absolutely. Jen's the greatest. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. This is the Kapu Kai. Basically a Demerara 151 daiquiri with a little bit of Angostura bitters. It tastes exactly like you think it would, which is not to say bad. In fact, delicious. Cannot wait to drink this. Maybe 2. I don't know. Well, I got nothing to do tonight. It's not exactly true. I should be editing. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. And as part of, I think, what happens when you're allowed behind the bar, I want to do a quick toast to Keith and Avery and Bonbon. Do not carve upon stone or wood that they were honest or they were good. Instead, write and smoke on a passing breeze 7 words, and the words are these that say all that a volume could. They loved, they laughed, and they understood. Thank you guys. You are allowed behind the bar. And thank you to all of my patrons, and thank you to all of my people that watch the show, and thank you to all of my community, etc., etc., etc. Bonbon is made. Bonbon, you are it. So don't worry about it. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for showing up, and watch these credits. New credits. Not new credits, just, people got moved around a little bit. And I will see you guys on Thursday for the Christina Ricci show. Wear your most dour outfits to it, and we will make delicious drinks based on some of the works of Christina Ricci. It's gonna get creepy soon. All right, guys, till next time. I'll see you guys later. Bye.